Yeah?
Yes.
Alright, we're going to do secondary processing now. Once we got all these chopped up, we're going to rinse them real good. And get whatever dirt or debris might still be left on them. Usually our perlite will kind of float to the top. And this stuff is, you know, we personally are going to be drinking this, but so make sure it's nice and clean. Anything for commercial purposes is obviously done in a commercial kitchen, but we're just doing this just for a demonstration since we were harvesting today. Wanted to share with you the general process. So this water is looking actually pretty clean. There's not a whole lot of dirt in there. We're gonna dump this off one more time and fill it full of some fresh water. If we're looking clean, then we'll go ahead and give it a sterilization dip. Yeah, that's looking good and clean. So once we get to this stage, what we'll do is rinse our bowl out. This over here is our sterilization bucket. So this has 1 tablespoon of bleach per 5 gallons. So this is just chlorine, same stuff in your drinking water, but at about 200 parts per million, and that will sterilize our root here. Give it a dunk. Give it another dunk for good measure. We'll drain it out, and then we're going to rinse it. Get all the chlorine off. Now if you're drying this out and you're drying it at high temperature, you might not have to do this step, but you know, this is standard procedure for a lot of garden vegetables, for a lot of operations that deal with root crops, is to use a chlorine dip. It's an FDA approved method. Chlorine though is detectable at extremely low concentrations, so we really like to rinse this off really well. So we usually rinse it 2 or 3 times after that procedure, and you know, it's pretty good after that. I'll give it one more rinse, and then we'll send this stuff off to the drying racks. And that is some good chip. So set our chip aside for now and concentrate on our lateral roots. Lots of water. So these we like to separate out into individual roots, and there's no easy way to do this. You got to pick each one of these off here. I wish there was an easier way, but there's just not really a good way of doing this. But you know, this lets you get really familiar with your roots, and you can really see any kind of issues or problems that the plant might have had, or if you have any pythium or root rot or any of that, you don't want to include that in your product because it's going to lead to a pretty foul taste. So it gives you an opportunity to kind of up the quality of your material. Again, there's just no easy way. You just pick them root by root, pick off the big parts. Hopefully somebody someday will invent a good system. I've seen a couple using troughs and whatnot that looked like it worked pretty good, but we're low tech. And we'll get back to you after we wash these roots.